Hi guys, David Wright here, and I just want to make this quick video regarding working in Spain, having people work for you in Spain, doing jobs, tradespeople, costs of these tradespeople, things like that. So here goes. My experience is that I've been doing building work here in Spain for 18 years, and I've had loads of different trades work for me and work with me, and I've had a house build here, which I've employed people to work all different sorts of trades. So, getting people to work for you, the first thing you want to know, the first thing you need to know, and is very important, is that when you employ somebody here, you're paying them, even your mate John from down the pub, if you pay them anything at all in cash or you're paying them any form of payment, the person that's employing them, is responsible to check and see if they are legal and registered here in Spain. If you don't do this, then you are responsible for any accidents they have and any fines that may be incurred if somebody reports you to the authorities. And the fines can be up to €20,000 for each person working in your property. So check, guys, make sure you get it done properly. The way you check is you ask to see their social security papers, and if they're legal and registered here in Spain, they'll be happy to do that. They'll be happy to show you. When you get a quote from somebody, any tradesperson here, it should be on headed paper, and it should have their CIF number or NIE number on the quote. Otherwise, it's not legal, and they're not legal and registered. And they should have the IVA, the tax on that as well. Whether you pay the IVA or not, that's between you and them. You can pay them cash for a job, and they can often take out the IVA. That's completely up to them. But you can make sure that they're legal and registered here. That is your fault, your problem if you don't do that. So prices. Well, to give you an idea, over the years here, I've paid from €60 a day for labour people doing odd labouring jobs for me, up to 160 a day for labour work. Now, if you get a good tradesperson, it's like anything, you get what you paid for. I've had some electricians here working on my property in Spain, and I wanted it done correctly. I wanted the right paperwork. I didn't want any problems, and I paid €160 a day just for labour for the electrician and his mates to work for me here. I pay my plumber 130 a day labour charge, and I bought all the materials for the plumbing, so 130 for the plumber. I paid my tiler here, which did a little bit of tiling work for me on some of the bigger tiles that I didn't want to fit, and I paid him 140 a day labour charge only. That's for the tiling work. Now remember, all the grout, the tiles, the adhesive, that's on top of that. So you want to make sure that you get these prices up front so you know where you stand. It might be a better way to go to get a company in to do all the jobs for you. They'll arrange all the tradespeople, and you can negotiate with these people, get a round figure price for doing everything, and you can negotiate on that. And there is some cash payments here involved that you can use or offer to get the prices down even lower. If they're legal and registered here, you've got a lot more comeback than getting somebody here that's not registered. And to be honest, guys, this is a big problem here in Spain, and the authorities are clamping down hard on this. So labour charges here, as I say, you can get, I've had labourers here for, 50, 60 a day, and they're quite good workers here. They work all day for that. But a good tradesperson here, a carpenter, a plumber, electrician, you're looking more like 120 up to 160 a day just for the labour charges. But get them to give you an estimate, roughly how many days it's going to be, or ask them for a price, a job price. So say they're doing a window or retiling a bathroom, something like that. Ask them how long is it going to take, what is the overall cost of the job, and negotiate that overall cost. If it's just the odd day or something like that, then they're gonna want a labour charge, a daily rate. Some time ago here, about a year ago, I wanted a connection to the pump house on my pool here, and it was a simple connection, but I didn't have the equipment to do it, and I didn't really know how to do it properly. So my plumber was away on holiday, and I had to call in a specialist plumber to come and do that. I didn't know the guy. I told him what I wanted doing. It was from a company here locally. He came out on a Saturday, and he charged me €50 for 1 hour, 1 hour's work. It's a lot of money, but the job was done. It was done correctly. It was done how I wanted, and it got me out of trouble. So it's €50 for an hour. So you need to get these prices up front, guys. Spain is not as cheap as you think for labour costs now, because everybody's got the overheads and payments, and people are not trying to rip you off. If you ask to see their paperwork and do it properly, remember these guys are paying for the materials, they're paying their van, their social security, their paperwork for being self-employed. So things are a lot more expensive here. But get quotes up front. Always get at least 2 quotes from people, proper quotes, not just scribbled out on a bit of paper or a WhatsApp message with a rough estimate. Know where you stand, and you don't need to. Normally, you don't need to pay any money up front. If it's a big job, sometimes they'll ask for a deposit. Give them a little bit of money up front. Normally, I would say a third up front. Once they're here on the day to start the work, give them the money then, and then the balance on remainder. But 9 times out of 10, the people that I've employed here, I don't give them any deposits or any money up front. I arrange a price with them. I get it in writing, or I get them to scribble it down on a bit of paper for me so we know where they stand, get them to sign it, and then pay them a daily rate. If they're here for some time, like I've had people working here for a month or so on day rate, then I pay them weekly here. That's normally the going rate here. Pay them at the end of the week cash, and I pay cash, but they pay their social security. It's down to them to declare their IVA. But you need to make sure that they're legal and registered. I'll leave a link in the description box below this video to one of my blog posts here to give you more information on how you can check these people. But guys, make sure you do your own research. It's you, the person that is responsible, not them. And remember, if they have an accident, any kind of tool, they trip over a wire or slip off a ladder, you are responsible for their medical bills for life here in Spain. And they can charge you ongoing amounts for any treatments that they might have if they're not legal and registered here. So it's worth checking and doing it properly, guys. Hope that's helped. If it has, just leave a quick comment in the box below. Thanks a lot for watching.